Hi, and welcome to the Viking Report, a student news program produced by the Jefferson College TV production class. I'm Bobby Seppi. I later will interview one of our students' senators, and we will have sports first. But first, we will begin our program with news. It's almost May, and that means it's almost graduation. See, graduation is a special time year now. Jefferson College students JCTV's Amber Sloan tells us the preparation involved for this extraordinary event.
Students at Jefferson College are anxious about graduating. Some will be moving to another college and others will be starting their career. I interviewed the bookstore manager about graduation apparel.
Caps and gowns are included in the graduation fee that students pay upstairs at the cashier window. Announcements and class rings can be purchased at www.herfjones.com, our graduation vendor website, and we have all the pricing information here at the bookstore. The deadline to apply for spring graduation is April 13th. The deadline to be measured for caps and gowns is also April 13th, and again, that's included in the graduation fee. The caps and gowns will be ready for pickup May 7th through the 11th. Students need to pick them up prior to going to their rehearsal, and it'll be here in the bookstore or whichever campus they ordered their caps and gowns at, that's where the cap and gown will be for them to pick up.
Here in May at the Jefferson College Hillsborough campus, students will finally walk across the stage to receive their diploma. I talked with a few students about their past experiences and their memorable moments and where they plan to go after graduation.
I have been here for a long time because I went to school here and got an associate's degree, and then now I'm in nursing school, so I've been here a lot longer than most people.
I've gotten to play with some really great world-renowned musical artists. Again, the people I've met, you know, I've got names and numbers now I'm going to be using for the rest of my life. So,
well, the students that are coming in, I would say enjoy it while you can, because once you get out into the work field, it really stinks. And then for the people that are dropping out, that's not really a very good idea because you need a college education in order to do anything.
Students need to fill out the application for graduation, pay the $45 grad fee, schedule their exit exam, and fulfill the graduation requirements. I'm Amber Sloan with JCTV.
Here's all you need to know about the Jefferson College commencement. Graduation will be held at the Fieldhouse on Saturday, May 12th. There will be two ceremonies, Arts and Sciences at 10 a.m. and Career Tech at 2 p.m. To politics now, where a well-known DeSoto business owner has filed to run for the U.S. House of Representatives. JCTV's Alan Heckler tells us how funeral home owner Todd Mann wants to make a difference in Washington.
Lifelong DeSoto resident and owner of Mann Funeral Home, Todd Mann, has filed to run for the 8th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives. If Mann wins the Democratic primary on August 7th, he will be running as the Democratic candidate for Missouri's 8th District.
I felt that, the people needed a voice, and my slogan's kind of been is, I'm your voice, this is your country, and that's what I've been trying to do is just express the things that I hear visiting with hundreds of people and families over the year throughout both my locations, is just their concerns about what is going on in this country.
Mann's family has operated the funeral home here in DeSoto since 1914. So he obviously knows a thing or two about fiscal responsibility. He'd like to see more of that in Congress.
I would try to introduce a bill to where you would roll back Congress's salary. I think that, they've had several raises in the last 10 or so years. Their health plan is second to anyone as a regular citizen has, and their retirement package is better than what any normal citizen would have.
Election official Richard Stiss of Hematite says it's important for everyone to exercise the right to vote.
Well, a democracy that we have in this country, if people don't vote and they give up their right to vote, and eventually there's a good chance they'll lose their vote. They won't need them because you'll have a dictator who would take over.
Missouri's 8th district covers more than 700,000 people and runs as far north as Festus and as far south as the Boot Hill. During the interview process, we were not able to get a hold of Mann's Democratic opponent, Jack Rushland of Poplar Bluff, or his Republican opponents, Joanne Emerson of Cape Girardeau and Bob Parker of Raymondville. But Mann has nothing negative to say about his opponents.
I applaud anyone that steps out and runs for an office and wants to serve their country in the capacity of politics. Because it takes time out of your life, it takes time away from your family, and you are, in the public eye.
Time that Mann hopes he can use to win the election and take his ideas, thoughts, and small-town attitude to Washington. Alan Heckler, JCTV.
The 2012 general election will be held on Tuesday, November 6th. Now to weather. While the temperatures have dropped a bit in April, it was a different story in March, when all 48 lower states saw some sort of high temperature. We talked with students and a teacher to see what they think about this year's early summer. This March was the hottest March ever on record, and it has many people out doing summer activities months earlier than usual. It also has many people asking why. What is causing this March to be record-breaking warm? Could it be global warming? Is our ozone layer slowly but surely deteriorating? Or are we just hitting the lottery with weather so nice?
Oh, I feel great right now. I mean, it's beautiful. It's pretty beautiful. I mean, 80-degree weather every day in March, that's amazing.
The weather, first of all, always occurs each day, and I don't really watch the news or meteorologists to see what's going to go on. I kind of just feel it out. Red skies in the morning, sailor's warning, red skies at night, sailor's delight, and that's pretty much the best I go by.
We interviewed a few Jefferson College students and asked them how is this year's March better than last year's March.
Oh, it's affected me pretty. I mean, cutting the grass early. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm able to get done now. I'm able to hang with friends outside. I mean, in March, that's pretty awesome. I remember last winter we had, there was a snow in April. So, yeah, it's kind of strange.
March, I mean, last year on like March 26th, I know we had like a huge snowstorm, and I know this March it probably hasn't been like under 50 degrees at all. So, just really, I don't know, makes me think about how summer's gonna be.
For Missourians, March 2012 will be remembered as the year summer came earlier. Meteorologists have said that March has broken records between 15 and 20 degrees. But not only has Missouri been breaking records, so have all of the 48 lower states. We also interviewed a Jefferson College chemistry professor, Wesley Whitfield, about what is causing these record-breaking temperatures.
That's a good question. There's a lot of variables. I could say maybe very easily say it's bound to happen. It's one of the possibilities out of many. Trends, I guess, will allow you to predict something there, but I'm pretty sure, I feel that I could predict that it's possible that we'll get a cooling again, and then right around, of course, end of May, middle May, it'll probably spike again. Get some coolness maybe here and there towards the end, and of course June, July, probably do exactly what it normally does.
For a good portion of the month, record temperatures elsewhere went as high as 35 degrees above normal and averaged 18 degrees warmer than usual. The warmth was caused mainly by the jet stream, that upper-level air current blowing across the continent, which was much further north than usual.
I'm thinking probably 110, 115 highs. I'll be, trying to stay inside. I don't have too good a pigment. I just get all burnt up, and then I peel up and get white again, so it really sucks, Mother Nature.
Everyone has their own opinion as to why March was so hot. We just have to hope that next March will be this beautiful. This is Bobby Seppi with JCTV. We will take a quick break, and when we return, our own Alan Heckler will speak with one of our student senators. You're watching the Viking Report.
There's a place I've discovered, a place that's challenging.
With 4 associate degree programs and 20 certificate programs.
A place that's accessible with 4 locations, plus an online campus.
A place that's student-centered, where I receive the education I deserve.
A place that's affordable, where I can save thousands of dollars.
There's a place to discover your future.
That place is here, Jefferson College.
Welcome back. It's time for our interview. Here's Alan Heckler with Alex Richardson, the newly elected Student Senate Treasurer. Alan?
Thanks, Bobby. The Student Senate had elections on April 4th and 5th online. The new president is Matthew Grobrow. Donald Trowlinger is the new vice president, and sitting beside me here is Alex Richardson. Today we're going to be talking to her about her win, what she plans on doing, and how the Senate will help students here at Jefferson College. How you doing, Alex?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing well. Exactly were your thoughts when you found out that you won treasurer?
A little bit flabbergasted. I'd never expected to just sort of go through the ranks the way I had. I had just joined this past January because they had openings, and then after that they needed a recording secretary. So I was like, I'll take up that responsibility if you guys need me to. And they were like, hey, there's an opening for treasurer. You should probably run for that. And I think that was a really cool idea, and I was hoping that I can participate a lot more in what's going on campus now.
Definitely. Now, what do you plan on doing for this term in Student Senate as a treasurer?
Well, over the summer, we'll be going through training and having just a little bit more of a, I guess, a lead into what we'll actually be doing next semester and actually do our whole strategic plan so that we can get things going. Next year, what we really want to do is we want to put together a student relief fund, which will be really wonderful. We'll do fundraising, and groups will be, hopefully participating in these sorts of things, doing, student activities. And we want to do, what the Student Relief Fund is that it provides for students who have undergone some sort of accident or need financial assistance. So like if your house burns down or something and you lose your home, you have something to turn to, and you're not just left on the wayside, and you can still come to class if you have to.
Yeah. Okay, so when exactly are you guys holding meetings with the new positions?
With the new positions, though, well, okay. Let's do it this way. We'll be passing the baton over on Club Awards Night, which is this Thursday. And then I'll be officially instated as treasurer, and all the rest will be put in their positions. And then after that, we'll be having a meeting, I think, next Friday. And we'll actually be having our positions then.
Okay. Now, how exactly does Student Senate plan to help students here at Jefferson College?
Generally, our whole approach is talk to students, figure out what they need, and figure out how we can help them. So all we do is we go out and we talk to them and we figure out, this is what people don't like about this part. Like, we want to have a more student-run, the College 101 course. People aren't really fond of that course, so we want more student-run activities like that so that, kids might feel a bit more engaged by it. And I think that'll be really fun. And then, of course, the Student Relief Fund, I think that'll be really helpful.
Now, can't students suggest new activities?
Oh, always. We are so open to that. There are a bunch of clubs who are also open to that, too. And we love hearing from students. And we really want to hear from them to get what they feel we should do. I mean, we do some things, like we had Talkapalooza, where we had karaoke, and it was just a real goofy event, but we used that as a sort of a stepping stone to actually get out and reach out to students who were just sitting around in the cafe, looked really bored, so.
Yeah, I remember that, and I remember seeing your president, your old president, what's his name again?
Alexander Eaton.
Yeah, Alexander Eaton doing that along with other members of Senate and students.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. It was a lot of the Legion as well, so it was perfect.
Was this the first year you guys held that?
I honestly don't know. I wasn't in Senate last year, and I didn't really pay much attention. So I'm really hoping to become, well, of course, more aware, but I'm hoping that more students sort of adopt that awareness as well.
Yeah. Now, is there any real big plans for Senate that you guys plan on doing this fall?
This fall?
Yeah, whenever your positions are all in place and it's the new year.
We usually do a sort of clubs fair at the fall, the beginning of the semester, and that's probably our biggest first thing, so that kids can incoming students can understand what's available and hopefully become, initiated into different events and have fun.
Now, what exactly made you want to get involved with Student Senate?
Mostly the fact that I hadn't really heard about anything they've done before, and I wanted to change that. I wanted to make students know that there are things happening around campus that they can be involved in. All they have to do is talk to somebody, ask for the information, and just go out and do it.
Okay. Now, one last question. Mm-hmm. Now, with the voting, Was there more than last time with the last election, more people voted?
It was a slight dip, but it was more than we were used to, just significantly more. At the end, in the fall semester, we had just a bunch, and this was, I think 20 to 40 votes below what we had. So.
And I found it really interesting whenever you voted, and I know other students had it as well with the online election, that you would see percentages with each candidate.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I mean, it automatically, made it where you could see who was winning and losing, and it's like the last bit, but it was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you guys get that? Do you know? I mean,
I believe our advisor, Sarah Denny, set that up for us. I'm not really sure. I wasn't very active in, setting it up because they just said, hey, people who are running, send us a picture and we'll put it up on that little thing and the voter, and we went with it.
Okay. Now, is there anything else you'd like to say before we're done here?
Just that we're always open to student input, and I'd love to hear from them, always.
Thank you for the interview.
You're very welcome anytime.
Thank you so much, and now we are going to go to a break here on the Viking Report.
Welcome back to the Viking Report. It's that time of year again. Baseball is in full swing at Jefferson College. JCTV's Cody Ross talked to the players and Coach Sam Carroll about the season is going so far.
Springtime always means the return of warm weather, rebirth of nature, and is the beginning of America's favorite pastime, baseball. This goes especially for the Jefferson College Viking baseball team. Last year, the team went to the NCJAA World Series. According to the Vikings coach, Sam Carroll, their current goal is to get back there this year.
Well, the goals are always the same. The goal is always to win a conference title, to win a regional championship, and then to go to Grand Junction, Colorado for the World Series.
Coach Carroll works hard to produce a team of this caliber like the Vikings. One has to wonder if the changing roster plays a factor in how good his team is.
Changes every year. You're in junior college and you're going to lose roughly half of your roster from the previous year. So yes, the team dynamic has changed a little bit.
Although Coach Carroll may have lost a few players, he still retained All-American center fielder Tyler Hibbert, who still believes they have a great team despite losing players.
Last year we had a lot of great team chemistry and we had great pitching, and we lucked out that this year we have a majority of our pitching staff back, so I think we just have to play within ourselves, and if all that goes well, I think we'll be able to make it back.
Tyler may be right about this statement. The Viking team works on all parts of the game from pitching, hitting, and stealing. While some may think that this is unimportant, you may want to ask Viking pitcher Travis Hayes what he thinks of improving himself with practice.
I don't know, I think it's been all right. There's always things that everybody can work on, but I think that I have a role on the team. I think I filled it out well, but I'm always looking to improve.
With this type of dedication and commitment, it is easy to see how this team reached the Junior College World Series. The drive to get there again, as many of the players, including pitcher Dalton Friend, are already mapping out their road to victory.
Just like last year, we hope to go into regionals in Joplin this year and win about 4 games. I think that'll get it, and then come back here for the super regionals and hopefully win on our home field, and that'll set us out to Colorado.
With a team that plays this hard, what does Coach Carroll think of his players and the talent they have?
I think from an individual standpoint, some guys that people would like to come out and see is we're going to have 2 left-handed pitchers that have a shot to go pretty high in this year's draft, a kid named Dane Grunwald and Dalton Friend. When those guys are pitching at home, it'd be good for the fan base to come out and watch those guys throw, because you could be seeing potential guys that could throw in the big leagues one of these days. And then in addition, we have a shortstop who has played very well, a transfer kid named Brett Wiley, who has a shot to be a factor in this year's draft as well. So, there's going to be some guys there that are going to have a shot to play professional ball that people out there would like to come out and see.
As the team gets ready for another game with hope to reach the Junior College World Series with players who one day may grace the fields of a major league ballpark, there is only one thing to say: play ball. For JCTV, Cody Ross.
Jefferson College's baseball team is having a great season so far. Overall, the team is 32-7. In Region 16 play, the Vikings are 14-2. And in MCCAC conference play, the team is a perfect 10-0. the Vikings hope to return to the JUCO World Series, which begins on Saturday, May 26th. And the Jefferson College softball team, is also having a great year. Our Cody Ross has a report on the softball field.
I'm Cody Ross with JCTV, and I am here at the Lady Viking softball field where the Lady Vikings are getting ready to play their final home game of the year. The Lady Vikings right now have a 32-15 record, and after today's home game, they will have 3 remaining tournaments. But before all that is said and done, though, today it will be the last time that some of the sophomore players will ever play on this field. Earlier, I caught up with one of the sophomores on the team.
My 2 years at Jeffco, it's been a great experience, and I'm not looking forward to leaving, but it's kind of a bittersweet, ending, but it should be a good game today. If we win, we get conference, so hopefully we'll win.
JCTV would like to wish all 6 of the sophomore girls good luck, not only on the field today, but in their future careers. For JCTV, I'm Cody Ross.
Overall, the team is 35-15. In Region 16 play, the Vikings are 12-6. In MCCAC conference play, the team was a 14-2. The national tournament begins on Wednesday, May 16th. That brings this Viking report to a close. Thanks for watching. This has been brought to you by Jefferson College's TV production class. Thanks for being here, and have a wonderful summer.